Of course, Qatar lose to Senegal. Qatar are out. So it will be the Dutch, you imagine, who'll go through as they take on Qatar in the final game. And then Ecuador against Senegal in an aforementioned winner-takes-all tie. Mario Malkias joins us now, the former Dutch international. Mario, when Gakpo scored, you thought, the Dutch are flying here. They're going to go and dominate this game. They really didn't.
Oh yeah, man. We really thought like this was they're gonna take control. I think when the game kicked off, it looked really comfortable. But Louis van Gaal already said before the game there was gonna be a tough one, and also you could see it. You know, when it comes to the passion of the way the Ecuadorians played, it was just a different level. I mean, the way they dictated, they took control of the game. But normally Holland is very good at it. So we had some players in the middle of the park that gave us really difficulties. So we had a player like, for example, Koopmeiners played in the middle of the park with De Jong. Koopmeiners sometimes just handling the ball, it took a little bit too long and that put him under pressure. But they had Mendes, Casero in the middle of the park for Ecuador. They were some players. But for me, one of the key players, okay, of course, Valencia, you cannot not mention him because this guy is just, I don't know, something else. I hope his injury is not too bad. But Espinilla, the left, like, I don't want to say left back because he was like a, wide outside. The way he was attacking, he just couldn't stop. So that's why I feel like he was kind of like the image of the team, the way he played.
The Dutch side are a bit bland, eh?
Well, the Dutch are... I'm getting exactly what I expected from the Dutch, to be quite honest with you. I think Ecuador are actually the best team in this section, for sure. I mean, all right, it was Qatar in the first game, but it was a battering. I mean, really, and they're strong. They're super strong. They're fit. They're organised. Ener Valencia is a huge threat up front. Yeah, Gakpo's got 2 goals. That was a great goal, but then that was it. Done and dusted. And then we had the offside goal. I don't know where you guys did.
Right. Was he in front of the goalkeeper?
Well, I mean, how much was he? So, even then, there's an element of luck as well. They're going to go through. I mean, obviously, are they through already?
No, they just have to not lose against Qatar.
No. They've checked out.
Yes, yeah. They've
gone home.
Yeah,
but I know Louis van Gaal said about, and I know it was a little bit tongue-in-cheek about going a long way and winning the World Cup and having that mentality. But he's coached, teams till the cows come home all around the world. He knows the limitations of this side, and it's not happening.
But what can you not coach? You can't coach speed, power.
Aye.
And Ecuador was faster. They were stronger. And in the end, they kind of overran the Dutch in the second half. And, hey, at least the Dutch found a way to keep a draw, which obviously, look, we still think they're going to beat Qatar. It wouldn't have mattered. But Ecuador to go through CONMEBOL, you have to have something about you. Yeah. And the physicality of this side, nobody's going to want to match up with them in the second half, in the round of 16.
The Dutch looked as though they were playing in like 100 degrees.
Right.
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Celsius, yeah.
Celsius would be a little toasty.
And Ecuador were cruising at 75, 80 degrees. That's kind of what it looked like.
Don't complicate
Speaking of
you're the master. You're the master of temperature.
Speaking of CONMEBOL, Pablo Zabaleta with us. Pablo, are you surprised how good Ecuador have looked so far in this tournament?
Hi guys, Dan. Hope all of you are really well. Listen, no, I'm not surprised because I know Ecuador very well. I know the coach, and they have a really good players. I mean, it's a young side. They have a lot of energy, and how they work as a team. They all run for each other. They work hard for each other. Fantastic. They completely outplayed Netherlands today. They were the team in the second half. They wanted to win. They wanted to get the 3 points, and so they were very unlucky because they have a couple of good chances to win the game. But fair play for Ecuador. For me, they've been brilliant. Both games. I know they played Qatar the first game, but today was a big test for them. They played really well. Valencia 3 goals already for Ecuador. So. Yeah, they're looking really good.
Pablo, what did you make of the offside goal that was disallowed?
I have seen a couple of times. I I think one of the players, I think it was the right decision. But obviously for the goalkeeper, it was difficult because he was a player from Ecuador just standing next to him, and it was, a bit difficult for the goalkeeper. And I don't know, sometimes they change the law all the time, and I have to say that for me, they look at the VR and it was correct. It was a good decision.
I got a
goalkeeper.
guy standing in front of me.
Well, he's not putting you off.
And you're telling me he's not putting me off. He's standing 2 feet in front. How about here's a novel concept.
Okay.
Work a little harder and get back on side for your team instead of just standing in front
anyway.
of the There's a strange
There's
thought.
one bonus
right?
tonight.
Tell me.
There's only one camera at
Right.
Pablo's.
Yeah, Pablo's looking at the right camera.
He's looking at the right camera.
Yeah, there's still time. You can look at the wrong camera. Mario, what did you think of the offside goal? Right decision?
Yeah, definitely right decision, because I felt like he was in the path of the goalkeeper. So, look, normally I'm kind of opening it, but this is nothing to do because it was Holland. It was just like he could interfere that ball. So that's why I feel like, yeah, it was a great call. And that's why we carried on. But I think what they did afterwards, don't forget, they hit the bar too. And so what all the guys said, yes, they looked better, they were better, and Holland also knows they were better.
How are you feeling about Holland after 2 games, Mario?
Look, look, winning this tournament, we have seen so many countries winning this tournament, and it's not always the country that's in top form, because sometimes you might not even have that running, that you're doing great, but you come out on top. And I feel like that could literally lead you to what Holland is doing now. I'm not saying that they're the strongest team. Come on, guys. I already mentioned the country that I felt like it was going to win it when I mentioned Brazil. But still, I say this could still lead them to something. We know we need luck, but this is still, I don't want to write them off yet, because I still think they will go to the next stage and then see what happens next, because I still think they haven't really physically and passionately, they've been tested today, but I don't see really a lot of countries that have found the weakness of Holland, because there is a lot to find, but they can't find it. And I'm not going to tell you what it is.
So basically,
It's the squad.
the Dutch should be fine, as we mentioned. Avoid defeat against the Qatar side that have already been knocked out.
If you lose to Qatar, you deserve to get knocked out.
I think then you're in trouble.
He had Qatar going through.
I did have Qatar going
night.
through, yes, yeah. Senegal, meanwhile, taking on Ecuador in a game that Senegal have to win if they make it through to the knockout stages. A draw will be enough for Ecuador. Do you think they can get it done, Pablo?
Yes, I think that is going to be a really interesting game. I mean, both teams very physical. There will be some pace for sure. And I, of course, as a South American, I wish Ecuador can go through because what they have shown already, 2 games. I know they're going into the 3rd game, and they hopefully they can repeat the same performance of today. I know they will do it. So, yeah, finger crossed Ecuador go through. And for the fans, I have seen a lot of people from Ecuador, and they're so passionate about football.
Well, I mean, they even Qatar caused Senegal a lot of problems in the second half. Plus, there was the penalty shout in the first half.
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it?
It was crazy. I was pushing the back. But yeah, they caused actually Senegal a lot of problems from crosses in the second half.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.